Welcome. In today's tutorial, we're going to go over how to request time off and how to approve your timesheet in the web clock, employee time clock. The first thing we're going to do is select our language. And now we're going to choose our badge ID. It could just be straight numbers. It could be a combination of letters and numbers. I'll just enter in an easy one here. And this brings me right into my timesheet. I can see what I've worked here so far this week, my hours that are calculated, lunches. Down below, I can see what my total for the pay period is. If you're bi-weekly, semi-monthly, you may have more than 1 week. You may see week 2 here and then week 3 here. Clicking on these weeks will allow you to see what you've worked in that specific week. Clicking on the total is what the hours will be for the entire pay period. You can scroll upwards or back. This is my current pay period. I can go back to my last pay period or so forth. I've got an approval button here, and if the company requires you to approve your time prior to payroll going out, then this would be the opportunity for you to come in, go over each entry, make sure those hours are correct, your ins, your outs. You see a letter E over here under punch type. That tells me this punch is edited, and that's because I added them before I did this video, so you would be able to see some in and out times and totals. Yours should be the letter C if it has not been edited in any way by an administrator or supervisor. AB here would be absent. S would be sick, V, vacation, things like that in here. So once this looks good, you agree with your totals, you can come up here and click the approve button, agree to your particular attestation from your company, and click OK. Pay period resolved successfully. That just means that you signed off on it, you approved it, and now the administrator would be able to see that. If you notice something wrong in here and the revert is still here, you can revert it and then get with your supervisor or the payroll administrator to let her know there's an issue, so that can be corrected before you go in and approve it. Once the supervisor's approved it or the payroll admin has approved it, you will no longer have the ability to revert your approval. From here, our PTO banks or requesting a day off, we come up here and we click on the little menu. I can click on PTO banks and I can see how many hours I have in my banks. These are the current hours of what I've been approved for. So if I have some pending time off out there that has not yet been approved, it does not come out of these hours until my supervisor approves it. Clicking on the menu item again, going to PTO request list. This shows me my current usage of my PTO and my different types. I can see it's approved. I can see I still have one pending. Up until it's approved or denied, I can edit or delete this particular transaction that I have here. Once my supervisor approves it or denies it, I do not have the ability to edit or delete it. I would have to go directly to my supervisor to have them revert it. Adding a new PTO request, we just click the add new PTO request and we want to choose our date. And maybe we want most of a week, so we'll start on the 18th and maybe we'll finish on the 24th. It's going to be all day for each day that we're requesting, so I'm going to put 8 hours. If I was doing 1 day and it was just a partial day, I would deselect this. My date would be the same on both of these, and I might put 4 hours here. For my start time, I would indicate when I wanted to take my particular leave, vacation, personal, whatever it is. so that it fits in my time card with any worked hours I have for that day. For now, we're just going to do all day, 8 hours per day. I can leave a note. And then I'm going to choose the particular bank that I want to use for these hours. Once everything looks good to me, I click Generate Request. Now you'll notice from the 18th to the 24th is more than 5 days, but that's okay. I'm going to click Generate Request, and I'm going to delete the days for the weekend that I don't want. Actually, I want to delete them. That was an edit. So I can just delete the 21st, the 22nd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks good. It's what I want. I've got the 40 hours for that. I can go ahead and confirm this. Even if I go over, I can still request time off. But if your company policy is you can't go into the negative, then whatever you've requested over and above your balance would not be able to be approved. So to finish this, I click Confirm Request. There we go. All those days, and I click OK. We can see that they're all editable at this point. 8 hours a day, my note, and my status is pending. Once those days or any of the days have been approved, I will see an approved. And again, my edit and delete will disappear. If any of the requests are denied, then I would simply see rejected, a note from the supervisor if they left it, and again, my edit and delete would not be available. To exit, I can come over here and just select log off. And that's all there is to approving timesheets and requesting time off. Thank you for watching.